Yes, buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today it's all about book pages and doilies, and we're going to be making a pocket with the doily flap that you can transform into many different styles. Won't you join me? We're going to start with our book pages. My book pages are 9 inches by 6 inches, and I'm going to tear 2 pages for this project. I want to strengthen my pages a little bit. They are slightly brittle. I'm going to take one of my pages and my glue stick, happens to be a Yoo-hoo glue stick, and I'm going to apply my glue onto my page. I'm also going to take my art glitter glue and I'm going to glue around the edge. And I'm going to glue them together. Now before I fold this, I want to let this dry just a little bit. So I'm going to set it off to the side, and I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to make a couple more. I have 3 pages that I have glued together. I've got kind of a little ridge right here where it was bound into the book. I'm going to trim it off just a little bit. Using my larger guillotine, I'm just going to trim off a sliver, maybe a little more than a sliver, maybe something like that. The size of your doily will determine the width of your pocket. My doilies are 4 inches across. So I'm going to take my book page, and it has a tendency to crack. It has a couple of times that I've been playing with it here. I'm going to fold it over like this. Give it a crease. Yeah, it's cracking. And then I'm going to, so that's 3 inches. I'm going to take this side and I'm going to fold it right here. So it's just shy of 4. Let's open it back up. And when I was playing around with this, I went ahead and folded it back on itself, and it seemed to not crack the way it did when I first folded it. Let's see if it works again. It is working again, so it's not cracked. The pages aren't cracked, or the page is not cracked. Let's fold the bottom up. Now, you can fold it up anywhere from 1 inch to 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch. That's all up to you, and that's going to determine the height of your pocket. I am going to fold mine 1/2 inch up. Now see, this one didn't crack. Go figure, right? So we've got this portion folded up. Let's highlight that so you can see what we're going to do next. And let's highlight this and right here. All right, so this is the bottom. We're keeping this section in the center, but we're going to remove the 2 end sections. And we're not only going to remove it, but we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut this at an angle. Maybe something like that. My scissors, and let's give it a trim. I'm also going to cut above my fold line. Above my fold line, and then I'm going to taper it off at an angle. All right, so now we look just like this. Next, I'm going to place my folds on my grid so I can find my center. I'm just going to lightly mark it. I have a 1.5 inch hole punch, and I'm going to punch the center out with a notch, just like that. So now we look like this. If you like the look of inking, this is the time where you'll want to bring in your ink, and you'll want to ink all the way around. Now, you'll also want to ink this area right here, because when we fold this up, you will see that back behind. So I'm going to ink my piece all the way up. This is the time where you'll want to sew with the machine, and then it will look like this. You're going to be sewing all the way around, including the little flap down here. So when you place it back together, it's going to look just like that. To put this together, what you'll want to do is you'll want to take your glue and add your glue to the edge of the wider fold and the edge of the shorter fold, and then fold it together like this. Then you're going to be applying your glue down here at the base of this flap, and you're going to fold it upwards. I obviously didn't put enough glue on here. There we go, it's glued shut now. So now we have an adorable pocket, right? It's super cute, super cute. Now you can put a flap on this if you want, so you could hinge it out on a page. You could glue it on your page on two sides and use it as another tuck spot, or you could take this and pop it into a pocket. You could also take and glue some coffee dyed paper on the back and use it as a tag type of a pocket. So you could journal on the back. That's another idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pieces, I'm going to fold them, I'm going to ink them up, and then we'll put on our doily top. If you're still having trouble with cracking, you can use some washi tape. I'm going to use my art glitter glue right here. So I'm placing it on the fold because that's where I'm having issues. And I'm going to place it right on the fold, and because I sewed my piece, I'm not going to cover up my stitching. There we are. So now you can fold it and it will be completely smooth and you won't have any trouble with it cracking. Or you could use some coffee dyed paper or a digital or a book page, and you can fold the strip in half the long way and then apply your glue on either side of the fold, and then place your piece that you have folded right over that fold. I'm going to trim mine off right here. Oh, should have done it before I stuck it on there, huh? Yeah, should have. Okay. Actually, I'm going to open it up and wait till it dries, and then I'm going to fold it. So there's two different remedies that you could use that's very simple and easy. Washi tape or a strip of paper. For the bottom area, I'm actually going to use some washi on it. Okay, and that's how that looks with washi on the bottom and paper on the side. I will go ahead and ink this up. That's super cute, and it definitely fixes your cracking problem. I didn't realize I was totally at the end of this washi tape, and I'm not sure that there's paper that's come up, so this is interesting. Let me see about cutting this off straighter. Cutting this off straight. And is there enough to put here? Oh, there's just barely enough to put on there. Oh my goodness, I'm completely out of that washi. I think it will work out just fine. That's such pretty washi tape. I have 4 4-inch doilies here. I'm going to take my art glitter glue and I'm going to glue around the edge of my doilies. Then I'm going to turn them over and glue them down onto my tracing paper. My tracing paper has been coffee dyed. I'm going to glue those down like that. And do the same for all 4 of my doilies. And I'm only adding the glue around the outside edge, just around this portion right here. I'm not placing any glue in the center. I'm going to use my scissors to separate my doilies here. And you could either use your scissors and just cut around. You could tear. I'm actually thinking maybe this would be cute to use my wavy scissors and cut around fairly close to my circle. I think that's pretty cute. So I'm going to cut around. I'm not going to tear this one. I was thinking I was going to tear, and then I thought, I remember I have these wavy scissors that I don't use very often. If you don't have any wavy scissors, you can cut it straight with just regular scissors, or you could go in and out if you wanted to give it a little movement. I just thought this would be fun. I'm going to take my vintage photo and I'm actually just going to highlight the edge. It's time that we glue our doilies and tracing paper onto our pockets that we've made. Let's just start with this one. We're going to be gluing our doilies onto the back like this, and then we're going to be wrapping our doily around. So let's fold our doily in half and give it a crease. I'm going to ink it up just a little. Now this is the front where we've taken our little notch out of it. So this portion is the front. So right here on the back, I'm going to raise it up just a little bit. So I'm not placing the fold exactly on the top of this pocket. Using my glue, which is art glitter glue, I'm going to glue this down right like this. Just about 1/4 of an inch from the top of the pocket. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute? And yes, it does have that wonderful sound because we glued that tracing paper onto it, onto our doily. And we didn't glue it in the center, we just glued it on the edge so you can hear it a little better. Oh goodness, I think that's adorable. Let's go ahead and let's fold all of our doilies in half. And then I'm going to be applying my glue onto my doily. And placing my pocket right on that glue. That one's super cute too. Here's the one with book page only. We didn't put anything on the sides of this one. Now that we've got our tops on our pockets, let's do a little bit of decorating. For this one, let's use some rickrack, 5 buttons, and 2 silk flower petals, and a very little clothespin. And let's see what we can come up with. And this is how this one turned out. Super simple, but super cute. For this one, we're going to be using one of the silk fall leaves, a sari silk bow, a couple of fussy cuts of a pine cone and a leaf, a piece of lace, and a clothespin. Let's see how this turns out. And this is how this one turned out. I put the sari silk bow down here with the 2 pieces of fussy cuts. I have my closure on top, and then I added my silk leaf and that little piece of lace right there. I think this turned out very sweet. For this one, I have a sari silk bow, a clothespin, a label, and a fussy cut. Let's see how this one turns out. This is how this one turned out. I did add a little flat back pearl there. I think it's super sweet. For this one, we're going to use a label, some Tim Holtz fussy cuts, a sari silk bow, and the clothespin. How does it turn out? And here's how this one turned out. I did add a little bling down here at the bottom. I'm not sure which one I like the best. I like them all, and I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, press that hype button, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.